All right, so before we get into the first way of making money by using ChatGPT, I wanted to first just get into why you want to make money online. I'm sure there's many different reasons, and usually what I see is first flexibility and convenience, because with a laptop, you have the ability to work from anywhere at any time, which can be very convenient to everybody because it's very flexible with your schedule. You could stay at home, you could be a student, a parent, anything. You can be a digital nomad, you can take your computer out to the beach and whatever. So I'm sure flexibility and convenience is probably one of the reasons why. A lot of people, they usually say that they want to work and make money from home and online because it increases their earning potential. Because making money from your laptop can open up opportunities for earning additional income, whether it's a side hustle or freelance work or starting an online business, which are some of the things that we're going to get into in this couple of lectures or lessons that are coming up after this. Maybe it's to reduce costs because when you're working from your laptop, you can usually save money on commuting, office space, and other expenses. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. Many people dream of starting their own business and working from their laptop because it provides an accessible platform for launching some kind of online venture that you want, whether it's selling products or offering services or creating content. And maybe it's just a passion project. I mean, maybe you want to use ChatGPT to help make money from your laptop to provide a way for you to pursue your passion and your hobby while you can still earn an income. So there could be many different reasons why you want to do it. But I want to get into a couple today. So the first thing I want to talk about is Fiverr or Upwork, or really this is applicable to any online job forum. But basically, if you've never been to Fiverr, it's Fiverr.com. And what it is basically people offering services. They make gigs online and they will offer their services for $5 and up. That's why it's called Fiverr. Another opportunity and job board is called Upwork, and we'll get to that in a minute. But I wanted to bring your attention to Fiverr and Upwork specifically because these are legit job forums. I have been on them for years, both selling gigs as well as buying gigs, because it is a really inexpensive way to get some work done. Now, that doesn't mean that everything on here is going to be $5. There's going to be things that are certainly worth a lot more, and then they will be charged a lot more, and you have to read each of the gigs themselves to get the information. But this is a great place to see where you can make money, and here's the reason why. First, you got to create an account. So if you don't have an account already with Fiverr or Upwork, go ahead and create one and you'll have, I just have a generic picture up here, but you'll have your profile, fill it out as much as you can. But once you do, you can pick a specific industry such as writing or content or blog writing or something, and then you can offer these services for a fee. So how you can use ChatGPT is you would go on these job board sites, create a profile for yourself as, let's say, a blog writer, okay? And then you can go to ChatGPT, and when you get orders for your gig, you can then plug in the actual content information that the blog needs to be written about, and then have ChatGPT write the blog for you, and then you can then provide that to your customer. So how that would work is basically you would come up with an industry maybe that you're interested in, or I mean, it should be something you're interested in. Otherwise, it's going to be very boring very quickly. But let's say, for instance, you like sports, or you are into fashion, and you don't really care about writing and doing the content yourself. You're going to use ChatGPT to do this. But let's say that you want to offer a gig for writing blog posts, I don't know, 350 word, 500 word, 1,000 word, 2,000 words, whatever. You come up with whatever it is. Blog posts on that industry, sports, fashion, whatever. And so you would do that. And then when people are interested in that gig for whatever amount of money that you put it on here for, then you would get paid by providing that service. So the cool thing about this is, since ChatGPT is free, you're basically doing this for free. It's only taking up some of your time, okay? Now, how you know when you're going to get sales and customers is to find out what is actually selling on Fiverr. So like I said, it's always easiest to have a gig providing a service on something that you're interested in, or at least have some knowledge in. But you also want to make sure that you get sales and customers, right? So to do this, you can go searching through Fiverr and Upwork and find out what is hot to sell. So let's say, for instance, here, writing and translation in this topic, there's a whole bunch of things that you can write on. And the easiest is probably blog posts. So we're going to click on that. And we're going to go to the options here. And it's going to give you all the people who have their gigs on Fiverr for the articles and blog post writing. Again, whether they're writing it or you're using ChatGPT too, I don't know. But what you really want to do is you can sort these sellers and by their professional services, if they have been on for a while, if their budget or delivery is a certain thing. If you notice what Fiverr is doing here is there's 76,000 people offering the service for writing articles and blog posts. Okay, that's a lot of competition. But if you go through, you can see this section here, buyers keep returning. Okay, well, underneath each of the sellers' gigs, there is, their name, what kind of level they are, which means it's how many times that they've sold stuff. The more 5-star reviews you get each month and stuff, the higher you get. They kind of put you in a certain platform of hierarchy of your selling rating. But if you notice, these have gotten 5-star reviews. This guy, or this lady, I can't see, whoever this person is, has 415 reviews. This one has 253, 572, 88. Okay, so even at the 88 level, this person is still appearing at the top of the searches because they're doing a really good job. So this is a good indicator of things that are selling, all right? So if you look at each one, you look at their pictures, is it captivating? Is it looking like this one to me looks interesting because it looks like she's saying something. I might want to click on it and watch it. This shows just somebody typing. That's fine. This is the girl's actual face, and she has a little thing that she probably created in Canva to do. You'll have to create some kind of main image, but which one is more attractive to you, right? Go look at it. Look at what they're actually selling. Read their titles. All of the Fiverr titles start with I will, and then you write whatever the rest of it is. So this one is, I will write your SEO text in perfect German. Okay, so this person is actually writing in German, so unless you know German, you can't really compete with them. Maybe it's Spanish. I don't know, for you, whatever works. This one is, I'll write an amazing SEO optimized blog post or article. Okay, that's pretty good because it's a blog post. And what they're saying with the SEO is search engine optimization, which means that they're going to have a lot of keywords in there that people are searching for specific to your industry. So that may be something that people are looking at, and the reason why she has a lot of 5 stars. I'll write an SEO blog and article. It's simple to the point. And I'll write a real estate related article. So this person is actually focusing in on an industry. Again, she may be a professional in that industry. Maybe she just has an interest in that industry. She has experience in it. I don't know, but she's obviously writing articles for it, and she's doing pretty well because she's got 88 5-star reviews. After you look at the pictures and you look at the titles, obviously you can click in each one and dig down a little bit deeper into each one, but then look at what they're charging. As you can see, even though this is called Fiverr, their gigs start higher than that. This person's German gig starts at $35. Hers is 40, 60, 70. So just because you're on here doesn't mean you only have to charge $5. Now, if you don't have an account or you're brand new, you might want to start low for $5 or $10 for your gig until you build up a bunch of 5-star reviews, and then you can start charging higher. Okay, that's my suggestion on how to get started and how to get some customers on the way. Because believe me, there are a lot of people out there that only want to pay $5 or $10 for an article, and they want them written consistently. And if you do a good job and you're consistent and you're reliable, they will constantly come back for repeat business. I know a lot of marketers out there that want content for their blogs because every time they post content to a blog or even content to a YouTube video that they can create, if they post it every day or a couple times a week on a consistent basis, their rankings go up. So they're looking for people to write this stuff for them so they don't have to do it. They just can read it or post it. And they're looking for stuff at about $5 or $10. And that's consistent money then if you can get a client like that. So let me just open up this one here. Actually, let's open up this one because all she's doing is blogs and articles. And I don't know, it says any topic. So I'm curious as to what this is. So this person has, I'll write blog articles. She's got a couple of pictures of examples of her blog posts and fashion and whatever she's writing on. There's some pictures. Okay, cool. She has about the gig. You're going to have to come up with information about your gig. And the reason I suggest digging deeper into some of these is to actually look at what they write. Don't copy and paste what this person wrote, but write something that's similar because obviously if she's got, how many star reviews has she's got? She's got 572 5-star reviews. She's doing something right. There's something in this written here, this copy, that people are attracted to. It looks like she's highlighted some specific things. She's got 4 years of SEO blog writing experience, okay? She wants to make sure that's highlighted. Surfer SEO optimization is optional. Contact me before placing subscription order, which is a really good idea to make sure that you are on the same page of what she needs. So look at what they write, how they write their gig, write something similar, do not copy. And then you notice over here, this section, it says basic, standard, and premium. So these are the different options when you are creating a gig that you can fill out and then charge for. So her basic service, which is the bottom level that she offers, is $60. And that's why on the other screen here, it says starting at $60. It's $60, and this is what it entails. And this is great. She has a subscription service, which means to get more consistent work from someone, she's willing to offer 15% off, which is actually, that's a great option. I never even thought to do that, but maybe I'll do that on my gigs. Anyway, so her basic option is she will write a 300-word SEO optimized blog post. So if you just went into ChatGPT and somebody gave you a topic to write on, like say, for instance, typing, I don't know, whatever topic, you can write me a 300-word SEO optimized blog post on typing or fashion or sports or basketball or March Madness or whatever the heck your topic is, and go boom, and let ChatGPT go ahead and automatically write it for you, and then you'd have your blog post. And this girl's charging $60 for that. You would charge, I don't know, 5, 10, 15, whatever you want. But this is her basic gig. Now she's promising it'll be done in 2 days with 1 revision. Topic research, SEO keywords, it'll have all this information in it, which is great. This is actually a really cool gig. All right, so let's see, her next one up is standard. She's charging $100. Again, she's still offering a percentage off for subscription. This one's a 500-word blog post, same information. And premium 200 is 1,000-word. So imagine for the same amount of time it would take you to do a 300, a 500, or 1,000-word SEO optimized blog post on any topic in ChatGPT. Because let's get real, it takes maybe a couple minutes worth of your time. This girl could be using that too. She's charging between $60, $100, and $200 per post. So even if you were charging the same amount and you had 5 people order at the same time, you don't have to be overwhelmed like, oh my gosh, I have to think of what to write. It's going to take me 3 hours to do this. It's got to be, good information. I have to do some research. Baloney. Just go to ChatGPT, put in the topic they say, how many words they do, and boom, you get it out. And then you can send it over and you can get those out of your queue. She's got 1 order in the queue right now. So I don't know if she's writing it on her own, but do you see how simple this is to use this platform and actually make money? If I went back, this girl's doing specifically real estate, all right? How I'll write a real estate related article or blog. She's got a picture, she's got some article information. And actually, if you look at it, notice this isn't Word. This isn't even like posted somewhere online live. So there you go. You can use an example as Word. This one, she actually took a screenshot of a website that she did, which is cool. So who knows? Maybe that's the only one she's ever done like live. She's got 88 completed orders, 5. She's got 1 in the queue, which is great. So she's doing a good job. Again, about the gig. Read what she writes. She talks specifically about specific parts of the industry of real estate, okay? So if you're going to focus in on an area, do that. Same thing. Say, let's talk about, I can blog about, and write a whole bunch of different topics about in the area that you're talking about. So like sports, I write about football. I write about, draft picks. I write about who's getting hired, fired, what their salaries are, who the stars are that year, who's retired, who they think are going to retire. There's so many things you can write about, like with football, right? So put all that in here. Put it in your gig so people know. And this girl here, her basic is $70. She's also doing the same thing where she's offering a percentage off for a subscription. Again, I think that's great. Her basic is short, light, creative posts with minimal research. Okay, that's not very descriptive, but whatever. I mean, I would have put like how many words. That would be helpful. And so she says she's doing it in 3 days. And in reality, another upsell that you can have for people is you can put your delivery is like 2 days, even though it's going to take you probably 10 minutes to do. But you could do 2 days, and then you can do an upsell and say, hey, for an extra $10, I can have it done in same day or 1 day. And there's a lot of people that will buy that additional $10 to have it done sooner. And what does it cost to you? Nothing. You're running it through ChatGPT, and it's going to take the same amount of time. And so unless you are booked that whole day of, 50 orders coming through and you don't have time to go through them all, I would suggest putting in your normal delivery time is like 2 or 3 days and adding an upsell to it of faster delivery for an extra fee. All right, so this her basic is $70. Again, she's not very specific of how long the post is. Standard is 130. Content rich blog. So I guess this means that she's going to add more like, SEO. Oh yeah, here actually topic research. She doesn't do any in the first one. She's doing it in the second one for 130. And then premium is 230. It takes her a little longer to deliver, but informational strong research article. I honestly, this is a little confusing to me because I don't know what the difference is between the basic, the standard, and the premium, because I would expect, at least with standard, if she's got topic research and references, that would be included. I don't know why I'd upsell with this. That's kind of weird, worded weird, but whatever. I mean, to each his own. So as you can see, this is what the gigs look like. This is what you can do, and this is for Fiverr. So let me close these for a second. Now over on Upwork, it's the same kind of thing. You create an account on Upwork, you do find work, and let's say jobs you may like. I do a lot of looking up for like Shopify and project management and stuff. But in reality, you can look for, like say for instance, you're in the US, and I have to tell you specifically on Upwork, most employers want to hire someone from the US. On Fiverr, doesn't matter. They don't care. They just go for the cheapest. Upwork, there's a lot of times where when the client is hiring you for a specific job or service, they're looking for basically someone who is in the United States because they want to be on the same time zone as you. All right. So if you're US, that's fantastic. If you're not, it's still okay. I know a lot of people who will go with people as long as they're available during their certain time zone times. But anyway, you would look for what you're looking for in here. So let's say, for instance, let's do a search for blog writing. Okay. Again, we're just going to go with the same thing. Filtered by blog writing. Again, you could do US on or US off. Let's just leave US on for a minute. There's 1,100 jobs. So you're going to post a job or gig. I'm sorry, this is for finding the work itself. If you are actually looking for finding jobs, posting jobs, you would go as a seller. Let's see here. Oh, I'd have to put this in as a different person, but I have to put this in. But anyway, what you could do is you could look and see what people are offering. So let's look, for instance, this is by newest, but let's say client spend or client rating. That's actually kind of cool to know the client spend. They've spent over 2,000. When you see that payment is verified, that's really, really good. Anyway, so blog and content writer. Okay, they need someone with excellent SEO writing skills to do blogs and newsletters on marketing writing, must be familiar with health and wellness and yoga. There's your topic right there. So what you could do is you can send them a proposal if you want and say, hey, I do blog posting on health and wellness and yoga. I can send you a free sample if you'd like of like 300 words, and then do that. Go to ChatGPT, create a health and wellness yoga. I don't know, do yoga. Write me a 300 word blog on yoga and let it do it. Save it, send it over to the client. I mean, that's a great thing for an option. You're giving them free content, and if they like it, they can hire you. And if they hire you, it's a real job. It could be part-time or full-time. I don't know. Oh, it says 30 plus hours. So they're looking for like a full-time person. You would have it made. You just have to it says, do all their blogs and newsletters and marketing writing. You would have a consistent job right there and look and see whatever their payment is. And you would have a full-time job. But let's say, for instance, you wanted to do like a part-time job. Where's the hours here? Does it have hours? Okay, less than 30 hours a week. Let's look at people who just want part-time work. All right, write a blog about veterinary medicine and zoology. All right, well, you can go to ChatGPT. It looks like they're somewhere between 3 and 6 months worth they're allowing. It's less than 30 hours a week, which means it's probably like 10 hours a week. They're going to pay you $35 to $64 per hour. Okay, they don't need to know that it takes 10 minutes in ChatGPT to write up a blog post. You can tell them it takes you an hour or two to write up a 350 or 500 word blog post. Ask them how many they need. Send them a free example. Just run it through ChatGPT, something about veterinary medicine. Ask them a specific part of veterinary medicine you want them to write about. Send it to them. Send it to them free. And then if they like it, you can have a part-time gig that's consistent, paying this hourly rate right here by just running the information through ChatGPT. Think about how simple this is, people, okay? So a real easy way of how to make money online using ChatGPT to start off with is go to job boards that pay and are legit, such as Upwork and Fiverr. Again, you can post your own gig and have the customers come to you, which is on this one. For Upwork, you can create a profile as a freelancer with your options, and it'll suggest jobs for you. And I've been on this for a while, where I know there are customers where they post a gig, but then they also go searching through the profiles of the professionals that are on here. And you have to have your profile filled out as much as possible, right? And as soon as you do, they'll find you and they'll invite you to gigs, and they'll invite you. Sometimes it's a fixed price. So for instance, this one down here, technical writer for Max Topics, fixed price. That means they're not going to pay you by hour. They have one fixed price. That's it. Their budget is $2,000. And it says 3 to 4 articles per month is needed. $500 per article, roughly 1,000 to 2,000 words. Boom. That would be a great gig. You just have to do this 3 or 4 times a month. You go to ChatGPT, right? I need a 1,500 word, because that's between 1,000 and 2,000, or 2,000 word article on Max, or whatever they tell you to do it on. And you can apply for this gig, and then you'd have it. So it's a fixed amount. So $500 per article, 3 or 4 times a month. I mean, how easy is that, right? So this is a great way to make money online using ChatGPT, which is the easiest way to do this. So I hope you enjoyed this video.